Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So this is going to be a compilation of all of Sami's interviews, and I'm going to add some pictures, some posts and stuff, just like kind of a Sami video. The only one I'm not going to have in here is the interview she did with Fox 40, who is owned by the Tribune, because they claim things, even if it's fair use. I dispute it and they won't back off, so I'm not going to use their stuff. There's plenty of other good news channels that understand what fair use is, and we put just as much hard work into what we do as they do. I spend hours editing and researching. Just because I'm not on scene like they are doesn't mean that what we do isn't work. But anyway, I'm so sick of them. They've claimed so many. They keep claiming them. There's still new ones because I've used little clips of that Jagger interview or little parts of it in so many of my previous ones, thinking it's definitely fair use, but now they're claiming all of them. They probably got about 20 of mine. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so I don't know what kind of order. They're not going to be like in any specific order. It's going to be a compilation, but I am going to stop if there's things that I want to point out in it. I'm not going to do it a bunch, but I do want to point out some things. So I'm not even sure which one I'm going to do first. I guess you'll see. I'll probably do one of the news clips of interviews.
She was having a fun time at a party, just being a teenager. Everything she drank, I drank out of. And there was nothing that seemed off about her.
And then here's Sami Smith to give you some information. Thank you.
Hey, if I could have everybody's attention really quick, if we could keep it quiet, and everybody please listen to what I'm about to say.
Listen up!
Everybody please. So I am Sami Smith. I'm in charge of the teen-to-teen talks. I see a lot of faces here. I know a lot of you. We go to school together. I've seen you around at this party. I've seen you around. Please, if you have given a statement to the police, that's fine. I don't care. I need every single teenager here. If you are willing to, and if you can, please realize how serious this is. I need you to come to me right now. If you can, please come give us a teen-to-teen talk. We are getting more information that's more personal, completely confidential. Parents, encourage your kids, but do not force them to. This is not something they have to do. It's highly encouraged, but please, all teenagers that are here right now, please come talk to us right now. We're going to be meeting over, actually, you know what, there's someone over there. We're going to meet over here on this side, the other side of the gray pop-up over here. It's behind the trailer, back here. Please meet there. I'm going to be training team members on questions to ask right now. We will be over there in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Please, if you were all teenagers, it doesn't matter if you win. It doesn't matter if you know her or if you've ever even heard of her. We need you there right now, please. This could be what saves her. You could save her life with any information you give us. Please meet us over at that pop-up. Thank you.
So this next interview was aired August 7th. So this would be that Sunday. So she went missing, late Friday night, which would technically be Saturday morning, right? Which is the 6th. And this interview was the 7th. So one day after. And you'll see if you go find the original at CBS Sacramento, they upload, because how news does, if you've been following it for a while, you see they do an interview, right? And then they take clips and they use it for multiple videos, and they'll put like a part of the interview in this news clip and then another part, and the next day they'll put clips of it. That's just how they do it. So the first time they used this was on the 7th, and then they used it again on the 8th for one of their videos. But it's obvious it's the same interview, so it had to be from the 7th because it's the same interview, and they uploaded a part of it on the 7th and then a part of it on the 8th.
We were both at the party together. We were going around together. We were like a little pair. Everybody kind of saw us together. We would split off for moments. I have the last call to her, and I was the last person pretty much who knows what was happening.
Smith got a ride home from the party at the end of the night. She says Rodney was planning to spend the night at the campground.
I know that she was not in the right mindset or state to drive. And if she were to have driven, she wouldn't have made it far. So my concern is that somebody may have offered to drive her home and then didn't take her home.
Last seen celebrating with her fellow seniors. Where is Kylie Rodney now?
I hope she knows that we all just love her and we just want her to be safe. That somebody else was involved is my main concern, and I think a lot of the people of Truckee and Tahoe feel the same way, just that there was somebody else involved, because they haven't found a car yet. They've done helicopter searches over Prosser and all of Truckee. Everybody's looking everywhere constantly for her and her car. that somebody else was involved is my main concern, and I think a lot of the people of Truckee and Tahoe feel the same way, just that there was somebody else involved, because they haven't found a car yet. They've done helicopter searches over Prosser and all of Truckee. Everybody's looking everywhere constantly for her and her car. This will be the search group over here.
Sami Smith was at the party with Kylie and is one of the search coordinators.
What time did you last see her?
The last time I saw Kylie was around 12:25 in the morning of the party. I was leaving and I gave her a hug, telling her I loved her and goodbye, and for her to get home safe or be safe.
Do you think that your friend was abducted?
I think there's a definite chance of it.
Mags Larson is another of Kylie's friends who was at the party.
I need her to come home and I need us to find her.
You to the Executive Director of the Truckee Downtown Merchants Association, Cassie Hamill.
Hi everyone, I come to you tonight not as the Executive Director of Truckee Downtown Merchants Association, but as a friend to the family of Kylie Rodney. We have been working tirelessly in this community to find Kylie. She went missing Friday night at 12:30 from Prosser. Our small community is devastated. We are scared and we want Kylie home. I want to honor the teens right next to me, and I'm going to say this first. Kylie loves music. She is a musician. Wherever you are, the band, unbelievable. She would have loved to have been here and dancing with her friends. Enjoy that she is home. But she's not home. Our longtime local girl who was raised in our community is not home. Hundreds and hundreds of volunteers, community members, and people from the area have met over at the Truckee Donner Rec Department. They have signed up, they have flyered, and they have searched, and they have worked hard to rescue her. Law enforcement agencies with Placer County, Nevada County, CHP, FBI, Truckee PD have been helping in the search and doing a wonderful job. The family is very thankful for our community's help, and we hope to continue the movement because we have hope that Kylie is going to come home. I'm here in front of you tonight just to give silence and time for all the energies to our locals that are here and our visitors that are here and the people that I know are here tonight that have been helping. So let's do about a 5-second silence. If you would close your eyes, you can bow your head, or you can raise your head high to the sky.
I'm going to zoom in. And that's Sami talking to him. Huh. You guys recognize either of them? Do you recognize either of them?
Looking out for Kylie and Kylie's car.
Right now.
Is anybody willing to go to Reno and maybe Midtown? Yeah.
And I know we've pointed this bruise out multiple times, but I just wanted to point it out again.
Perfect.
Along with her bracelets.
Sami Smith, one of Kylie's good friends, is organizing crews of community members who are looking for the teen across the Tahoe region.
Glenshire.
These flyers are posted in neighborhoods, downtown Truckee, and at campsites.
So this is where everybody's hanging out. Kylie and I were meeting up right here a lot.
Local young people call this open area near the Prosser family campground the Sanctuary. It's a common place for parties.
Okay, wait. So is that Steve Ross in the back with the glasses? And the guy driving, is that the guy we just was looking at the search area where she was talking to him? Yeah, I think that's him. She was talking to him earlier. He has his sunglasses on, and here he has them over his hat. And then the guy in the middle, I'm not sure, but I think the guy where you could just see a little part of him, maybe that is Steve Ross. And then the one in the back of the car looks like it could be kind of.
Sami says she was here with Kylie Friday night, along with tons of other high school and college kids from the Bay Area all the way to Nevada.
Okay, yep, you can see that's Steve Ross. And that's the other guy that was with her that she was talking to in that search area that I showed you earlier, right here. Okay, so look. This is the same guy, same clothes, same day, probably, I'm sure. Same shirt, same shorts, same socks. Okay, so then we have this guy. I'm not sure who this guy is. Then we could see this guy's blue hat right here. And then this is a different guy right here because this guy has that green shirt. So all we see kind of his blue hat and a little bit of his arm right there, right? And then Steve Ross right here, you could see his arm. You could see a part of his greenish or whatever color shorts, white shirt. You could see his white socks and black shoes. Sami was here at this search area, which I'm sure it's somewhere probably at the Prosser campground. I'm not sure where they set up, to be honest, but this is actually at the sanctuary. So she went with this group of guys who she was talking to here, and they go together to the sanctuary where they do the news clip. And this was the party site. There's the same guys that are all hanging out at the press conference. There's a part of it where you see Mags and you also see Steve Ross, but I'm not going to play the whole thing, but you could see at least those two guys, the one with the two with the hat. And then, like I said, Steve Ross does come walking by, but I'm not going to play it all.
Officials say the last time Kylie's
And yeah, you could tell that's Sami right there. You could see her long hair, her white shirt. So she must have rode from the area that they sign in and organize the search to the sanctuary with these guys.
phone pinged was at 12:33 a.m. She had called her mother just about 15 minutes before that. Crews are also searching Lake Prosser, which is part of the campground, in case she got into some sort of vehicle accident.
Right now, our estimate is about 200 to 250, maybe more.
What she and Kylie's family want to know is how no one saw her leave in her silver Honda CR-V. Her car is still missing.
I can't believe it. There has to have been one person. There are people sitting in cars. There are people everywhere around this place.
So this is from August 10th is when they uploaded this video.
Where that white car is where the majority of kids were standing, in between these 3 trees right here. This is where the lights were hung up.
A friend showed us the area where an estimated 200 to 300 young partiers had gathered.
There were cars all up in here and all back in there.
A lot of older people started showing up that people didn't know. Like, a lot of drugs were involved, like drugs that we don't typically have just in parties. And our parties also just aren't normally that big.
I went up to her and I said, hey, I got another ride home, because she was meant to be my ride home, but I knew she was too intoxicated to get me home. So I said, hey, I found another ride home. Like, I hope you stay safe. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, I love you. Like, have fun and stuff. I think it's totally possible that somebody could have taken her and maybe offered to drive her home. They've searched into the forest. They've searched into the water. They've searched in every single place, and there's no tire tracks or anything from what I know.
She was just like, she's just a beautiful soul. You know, she's so sweet and so vibrant.
What'd she say? She was just like a beautiful soul instead of she is? I'll replay it.
She was just like...
So it's almost like she corrects herself. She was just like, she's just like a beautiful soul. So she corrects herself mid-sentence. And remember, this was only August 10th. That's when the news uploaded this video, August 10th. It's only 4 days after she was missing.
She was just like, she's just a beautiful soul. You know, she's so sweet and so vibrant.
Sami Smith says she was the last person to speak with her at the party. Sami Smith says...
So I think this is that one guy that was holding his water bottle real tight and just always has his hand over his mouth, real nervous. He was hanging out with Philip, or he was beside Philip and Sami. They were talking before the first press conference. Okay, so I want to read you something one of the locals that was actually at the search party the second day, what she wrote to me, okay, with her experience at the search party. So she says, first of all, law enforcement in our area is extremely corrupt. I have firsthand proof and experience of this. I'll attach my timeline from Google so you can see with proof that I was there searching. I'm also in some news coverage with my boyfriend. We live about 30 minutes from Prosser and go there weekly to play with our dog. So when we heard about Kylie, we quickly gathered some supplies, grabbed the truck, and went up there. We went to the community center and found a group of people gathers around Sami listening. We joined and started to split ourselves up into different groups to search. I was a little thrown off by her because it was day 2 of the search, really day 1 for most of the public, and Sami said, you don't need to go to Prosser. Prosser has been searched over and over again. I thought this was so weird because Prosser is a huge area. There's zero way it was already searched, but insisted not to worry about Prosser. I kind of mingled for a second and observed. I watched an officer with red hair and a black and blue tie tell a girl in workout shorts to help him filter through tips. I was shocked. I literally almost interrupted him and said, "Did you just tell a child to filter through evidence?" I'm 100% sure I heard this, and it wasn't until several days later that they went back on this because they saw how much chaos it caused. Anyways, I also saw 3 young males standing off to the side, staring and watching everyone. It was the weirdest thing. It was almost like they were trying to figure out what people saw. I totally agree with you thinking that they were very nervous. I've lived in Nevada County for over 25 years. I want to believe this was an accident. I'm 30 and I've been lost out at Prosser at night. I got so lost once I was crying my eyes out and had a panic attack. Everything looks the same out there at night. I want to believe no one did anything to her, but I can't get over the fact that it looks so bad. It doesn't make any sense for no one to have seen the crash or even heard it. Our sheriff is an absolute waste and she does not care about anything but covering her behind. I'm so scared she would do anything to cover this up if it wasn't an accident. If you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you.
She was the last person to...
And that girl, I think, is the girl that's in her TikTok video. The one that runs and like picks her up and puts her over her shoulder. I could be wrong. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to play the TikTok video for you.
Speak with her at the party early Saturday morning.
She was having a fun time at a party, just being a teenager. Everything she drank, I drank out of. And there was nothing that seemed off about her. So we have started to hold teen-to-teen talks, which is where teens are able to come and talk to us as facilitators and just able to be there without the pressure of parents, the pressure of media, the pressure of adults and police, so that they feel more comfortable talking with another teen to come forward and maybe share some information that they were scared to before this.
Yeah, so we've been trying to move to get closer to the areas where the other teenagers that were at the party have been for these teen talks, and the one that we just had in Tahoe City was by far like the biggest showing of kids that we've had. We probably had somewhere between like 50 and 70 kids show up. And they all, like, everybody helped us. All the information that we got was good, and
it helped us move further.
Yeah, we've really made progress with the information that we've gotten.
But where was the progress? I mean, it seemed like nobody turned anything in. I mean, there was a few things, but nothing that was turned in helped. Nobody could find her, so it just didn't seem like they got anything valuable. So maybe it was something that helped you guys, them, right? To, cover it up, possibly get the information and delete it, cover it up. I don't know. I don't know what happened at those teen meetings, but it doesn't seem like anything that they did it helped. I feel like it probably just hid more stuff, right? I believe, like I said, it's just my opinion, but in my opinion, I feel like the teen-to-teen meetings really were to get all the information and decide what to turn in and what not to cover their tracks. So it probably was a good night for them because maybe they were able to get a lot of videos and pictures or whatever they had deleted and controlled and deleted off of everybody's phone. It's a possibility. What do you guys think?
Yeah, so we're planning on having as many of these as it takes to get in contact with anybody who may have been at the party.
Of course you are. The more you get, the more you could control everything that goes out. Like, you could tell everybody, hey, don't say this, let me see this, hush on this. Like I said, it's just an opinion, it's just a theory, but it makes you wonder, does it not? Like, what happened at these teen-to-teen meetings? Because it seems like the cops had nothing to go with. So if they're getting all this information, where'd it go?
Whether that means we have to travel to Reno, to Incline, to South Tahoe, wherever we can to talk to kids. We're offering rides now. So for kids who may not be able to get out, we're asking parents to allow their kids to attend these meetings, as it is crucial to this. And we will do anything. We offer food, we offer snacks. Every interviewer is comfortable and a safe person to go to, and we're not trying to get anybody in trouble. We're just trying to get more information.
And with the help of the community, we're going to find her, and everybody has been incredibly supportive, and that we are going to find Kylie with the help of our community, but
And
only with
anybody
the
else.
help of our community.
Thank you all today for coming out. We really appreciate it, and we know that when Kylie comes back, we're going to share all the memories of being here together, and it's just going to warm her heart knowing how many of you guys are here and trying to support her. Is that my fault? No. Kylie she's just such a fabulous girl. Like, that was her favorite word. She would go around everywhere. This is fabulous, this is fabulous, Kylie's fabulous. You know, we all love Kylie so much, and we miss her. Please take pictures today too. Post them, hashtag Kylie, wherever, just so that when she comes back, she can really see all the wonderful memories that we're making, even through the hard times. She'd love to know that we're having fun right now. Hashtag Team Kylie. Find Kylie, Team Kylie, all that. Also, there's going to be a book passed around for you guys to sign. Just write little notes for her to read when she comes back. Just tell her how much you love her, how much we're all rooting for her. We can't be losing hope. You know, we all just need to keep looking. This is supposed to be an event to re-energize us and help us, give us hope, and just know that we're all still here for her. So that's all.
Hi, and that was Maddie. I think you said your name. And I'm Sami, and I'm here to talk because I think we need to give appreciation to all of our teens. Not just us on the front lines, but all of the teens out there. It's been a really stressful time losing their friend, their buddy, their schoolmates, somebody they may even just have heard of. So be kind to your teens, and for all the teens that are out there, tell your friends, give them a hug. Just be there for each other. I think that's right now what we all really need. We need to drink some water. I see chapped lips out there. I'm watching you. But also, we wanted to mention the GoFundMe. We are still using that. We use all of our money from lemonade stands to the GoFundMe. There's a lemonade stand right there. Hashtag Find Kylie. And then there's donations over by the food over here. Yeah, right here. And just be there for each other. In this time of need and crisis, what we need is just to be in community together. Everybody's doing everything, and if anybody's feeling like they aren't doing enough, trust me, you are doing enough. You being here, you thinking about her, you praying for her, everything you do matters. If you're not able to make it out, that sucks, it's okay. Make it out the next day if you can. You can't make it out at all, you're thinking about her. She would love that, and when she gets back, she's gonna know that you all damn love her so much. Yeah! Woo! That's all. Thank you. Leading the teen-to-teen conversations. These are the conversations with no parents, no media, and no adults at all, no police, because if there's that pressure from all of those sources on these kids, that could be what could be leading them to not share information. And that's all we need right now is any information. So if there's any teens out here that want to be a part of that, I will take you one by one into this van right here. Sorry, that seems creepy or something, I don't know. I'm really just trying to help. I've been doing a lot right now. It's a little stressful, but I'm been holding myself together for anyone. Don't worry, thank you for all of your posts and reaching out. I'm on the Kylie account and you know everything, you've seen everything. Recording everything. So with the teen-to-teen talk that's going on in Tahoe City today, I wanted to reiterate this to all of the adults, all of the parents. Please do not come to this. You can drop off your kids, but drive away. Drive away as far as you can so that they cannot see you, you cannot see them, you cannot hear anything. I am in contact with the deputies, I'm in contact with the detectives, I'm in contact with the FBI, everybody. I am the person these kids need to be going to, and I've had a lot of people come to share that we need more. Anybody that knew about the party, learned about the party after, knows anything at all. You knew somebody who went, you knew somebody who was planning on going, you knew any drugs or alcohol that was there, you knew somebody who brought somebody. Anything at all, even if you did not go, you do not know Kylie, you never met Kylie, you have no idea what's even going on, you knew about Prosser, please come to me.
I was the last person to see her and talk to her, actually. She called me at 12:36 in the morning asking if I still needed a ride home from the party, even though about 10 minutes before that I had told her, like, I'm leaving, I already have another ride, because I didn't want to drive home with her. And so I had told her that, but she still ended up calling me at 12:36 asking if I needed a ride, and she sounded just really drunk, I guess.
Kylie's best friend Magdalene determined to find her.
I'm just really scared for her. I just want her to know that I love her and that I'm gonna find her. And
this will be the search group over here.
Like I pointed out in a prior video, there's that guy sitting there in the truck watching Sami. I think it might be Nate, not 100%, but it looks like him.
Rodney's friend Sami Smith was with her at the party and is one of the last people who saw her.
It's really hard right now.
Now, a family's calls for more clues to find Kylie.
So we have a team. We have a team. Say that, tongue twister, team. There are 5 significant teams that have been working on this case. They have been doing the social media. They have been part of the powerhouses of what we're doing. We also have an adult team. So let's not think that we are leaving our teens on their own to be able to figure out how we find Kylie. We are all here. We are all working, right? So Kylie's going to share what is happening next for the teens for tomorrow night.
So, hi. Here, give me a second. As she said, I'm Sami. I am one of the leaders of the team. Yeah, it's a tongue twister, yes. We have had a great output. Yesterday when we had the Tahoe Teen to Teen. What a Teen to Teen talk is no parents, no media, no cops, no adults. It's just kids talking to kids. Your kids have best friends that are their ages. Your kids are comfortable talking to their friends. And hopefully what we're trying to do is that they can come to us and they can talk to us. They can tell us what they saw. They don't have to have the pressure of these cops. They don't have the pressure of the adults. They don't have the pressure of everything else that's going on. Something else could be going on in their life, but what's important is that they know that we are there to talk. We're not trying to get them in trouble. We're not trying to tell their parents on them or get them grounded or have the police on them. We can do completely anonymous tips. Everything helps. We've had a lot of kids say that, oh, I already gave out my witness statement. That's great. These are one-on-one interviews though. These can pop up, spark anything in your mind that you might remember. And these are crucial, and we have so much more evidence, many more things to work on based off of just our one in Tahoe yesterday. And what I'm here to talk about is that tomorrow, which will be August 11th, I believe, we will be holding one in Incline. I want to make this clear that this is open to anybody that may have not gone to one yet. And you are welcome to come do Teen to Teens. Here at the Rec Center, we have everything set. Like, we can do Teen to Teens at any time. If you need me to drive out at 3 a.m. in the morning to meet you, I will. I will drive to people's houses. We can get you rides. We can get you there. We can talk to you anywhere you need. We just have set places so that there can be rally points. But this one's tomorrow, 8/11, like that's the date, will be held from 5 to 7:30. We can stay later. We stayed out until 10 p.m. yesterday at Incline High School. So from 5 to 7:30 or later on August 11th at Incline High School, we will have a Teen to Teen. This is open to anybody from Reno, South Lake Tahoe, Kings Beach, Truckee, anybody who needs to. That is the rally point for tomorrow for this. Again, I want to say that you are welcome to come out and talk to us at any point. I've been doing some today. I did some yesterday. I did hundreds yesterday. I've done everything, and We really just need every teenager to come out and talk. I heard that question earlier about the deportation and ICE and everything. I don't know you. I don't have to know you. I will act like I've never seen you once before in my entire life, even if you are my best friend. I will act like this is the first time. I will take your name to jail. If they try to question me for that, I don't care. I will not give up your name. Thank you. Seriously. Yeah.
I was one of the last people with Kylie, and I am just desperate to do anything that I can to bring her home.
This says friends and family have been holding search parties of their own.
I just want to make sure that we're doing everything that we possibly can to try and find
Many
her.
wore white in solidarity.
We feel like hopefully this will just help draw her here, or know, at least from wherever she is, that we're here and we're helping her look for her.
We were going to leave together because later in the party I had asked her if she could give me a ride home, and then I realized that she was too intoxicated to give me a ride home, so I decided to try and find a different ride. We were both really drunk.
I just want her to come back and be okay, and just to know that she's loved, and that we all, like, looked for her, and that we all loved her through this and stuff.
Looked and loved. You know me, I'm not huge on the past tense because I think it could be easily done when you're talking about something like this, but a lot of people disagree with me, so I do want to bring it up that she says looked. She said we all looked for her instead of we're looking for her. We all loved her instead of we love her. Could be important or could just be nothing. Let me know what you guys think.
Magdalene Larson says she's been searching for her best friend since she found out Kylie went missing.
The first day that she was missing, I was literally in a car for 12 hours looking for her. But now I've just mostly been here just trying to, organize everybody else, and I've been working a lot with the police.
Kylie is one of my close friends. We met through mutual friends, and we became closer in the past year to coming months recently, and she is just a light in a lot of people's lives. She's wonderful. She's smiling all the time. She's caring. She's beautiful. She's there for anybody who has ever needed her. She's very outgoing. She's outdoorsy too. She loves the water. She loves to sing. Her voice is just amazing too, and she's just a beautiful girl, and we all miss her a lot. And so,
yeah, I'm sure. You saw her at the party, right? You were at the party with her?
yes, I was the last person to contact her after the party, and I was with her basically throughout the entire party. I was
No, it's okay.
walking
It's
around
okay.
with her.
I know you got a lot going on. I
Yeah.
get it.
I'm at the teen to teen meetup, so there's a lot of
No,
kids outside. Yeah.
Can you take a quick look at this photo? Is
Yeah.
this what can you confirm whether or not she was wearing this at the night of the party? Is that what she was wearing?
Yeah, so that top is exactly what I saw her in. If you can see on her left side, on her hip, you can see some skin. She was wearing a black bodysuit. I remember because we went to the bathroom together, peed in the woods together a couple of times, and so that's her shirt right there. The pants were different that she wore to the party. She was wearing green Dickies pants, but that belt is definitely what she was wearing too. I remember watching her have to take it off when we were using the restroom together. We were out using the outdoor restroom, popping squat, basically. So, yeah.
So there's talk about this top, the spaghetti straps top. Some people are saying it was found at the area. Can you confirm that, or is that
So that has not been confirmed. If it has not been posted on our Find Kylie Rodney Instagram page, or on the website, or on the Placer County Sheriff's Office Facebook or anything, then it is not true, and it is not something that people should be following on or trusting. The information will be posted and will be coming from us when it is confirmed. So to let people know what to look out for, if a changed shirt or something. So to let people know what to look out for, if a changed shirt or something. So yeah, that has not been confirmed.
Okay.
I had talked with Kylie, and I had known she was going beforehand. We hadn't planned on going together, and we ended up not going together. She came with her best friend Mags Larson. Magdalene, sorry, is her first name.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, and so she came with her, drove in with her, and then Mags ended up leaving about 10 minutes into the party with her boyfriend, Ross, Mags's boyfriend, and told Kylie goodbye and everything. And they were never planning on like leaving together or staying together at the party. They just went to the party together because they were hanging out earlier in the day. And then I saw her the second she got there, and from that moment on, we were pretty much seen together all around the party. We would break off for mere moments from each other to go talk to other people or to go do other things, you know. But we would always come back to each other. We were just going around the party. We were drinking the same drinks, being teenagers, throwing glow sticks into the party, and it started to grow really big. I would say around 10 to 10:30. So then Kylie and I were going around taking shots and just drinking. We were trading drinks with each other. We were sharing drinks with each other. We would go back to her car to get some alcohol sometimes. And then we went to her car to charge her phone. And we were talking about just random stuff. And then it's kind of hard to remember. And so, or no, we were talking about her texting her mom and her charging her phone and stuff, and just about the party in general. And then we had a few other friends in the car, and then we all decided to go back to the party, and we were around in there for a bit. I had asked her for a ride home when we were in the car because my ride was leaving and I wanted to stay at the party longer. And so then we ended up splitting up in the party because I went to go find another ride when we got back into the party after leaving the car, so that we could sorry, my mind is in a moment.
No, that's okay. Noah in the chat wants to ask you, who was fighting at the party? The girl and guy. Look into them. Was there a fight at the party?
Yeah, so there were some friendly fights that were going on. There was like, we had boxing gloves. People were like trying to instigate. It wasn't anybody who had really any drama or they weren't enemies or anything. It was more just friendly fights to keep entertainment going. This happens at a lot of our parties. We just do it to have fun. If somebody gets hurt, like we have people on them, but
So it wasn't like a fight out of anger. It was just kind of a just a fun competition type of fighting.
Yeah, just see who wins and who goes home with the title, which I will randomly admit people do end up getting in fights over who won, but not this time.
Taylor wants to ask you, did Kylie have her boyfriend or an ex-boyfriend with her at the party?
No, there was no ex-boyfriend there. Her ex-boyfriend lived in Napa. He was in Napa at the time, and I think he lives in Napa. And he actually drove up the next day, the second he heard that she was missing. He's very close with her family and her. There was no anything. And she does not currently have a boyfriend. She was rocking the single life, like we used to say. She just wanted to be open and single and just have fun as a kid.
I get it. She's only 16. She's just a baby. I don't know. But the phone, what about the phone? Can you tell us about her cell phone? Is there anything specific you can tell us? Go ahead.
So it has we're having trouble remembering what color. Like my cell phone is a green phone, but I have an orange case on it. But we do know that her phone has a black case on it with a sticker on the very middle back that says sex wax on it. And it's an iPhone, not the Samsung that was found. It's an iPhone.
So it's an iPhone.
I forget which generation and which like number, but I can post about that or something or get in contact with you.
Okay. Real quickly, Laura Truan wants to ask you, what about pictures and social media posts? There has to be evidence this party went down. I'm sure there's people taking photos or TikToks. I'm sure there's got to be a TikTok video of the fight or something, right? There's got to be something out there.
Yeah. So there's hundreds of videos. We have videos of people taking videos.
Oh, wow.
We have
very good. Very good.
Hundreds of videos, hundreds of pictures. We've asked everybody to send us any videos and any pictures that they have, even if it's a picture that looks exactly like something else sent us. It could have different angles. We are looking at an app called Be Real, which is where a lot of kids waited because the Be Real, it's an app where you can post a picture and there's 2 minutes at random points in the day. There's only one a day. And it comes as a notification will pop up on your phone that says, you have 2 minutes left to post your Be Real. Like everybody you can post it later in the time, but you're supposed to post in that time. We're looking at everybody's Be Reals because we know a lot of people waited until they were at that party to post their Be Reals. So we're looking for people to look back in their Snap memories of anybody that we can see in those videos anybody that we can see in those B-reels. We are looking at Instagram posts, photos taken on video cameras, photos taken on Snapchat, videos on all of these, and everything.
Okay. She lived fairly close. Is this picture correct? She was about 12 miles away. The Prosser family campground was roughly about 12 miles from her house. Is that correct?
That dot is not exactly where she was located. It's a little bit more to the right and towards the little blue lake that you can see up from it. It was a little bit closer to that lake, but definitely that's about, it would have taken about 30 minutes for her. We've found out about
your thoughts on her running away. Would she have a reason to run away? I'm just trying to come up with anything that, I mean, it's just, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, what do you think?
To be fully honest, from what I believe about Kylie, all ideas are still open in the air, but she's not the type of girl to run away. She loves people too much, and she has too much care in her heart to leave people and not leave a note or talk with one of her friends or something. And she is smart enough to know how this would get out and that people would be worried about her. And she's a smart girl. She graduated with honors early from high school and was going to attend college, and she had plans for her life, and she seemed really happy.
And I'm sure she wouldn't want to put her mom through this.
No,
her mom just is destroyed.
Her mom is her life. Her mom is fully invested in her life.
I could see that. I could see she's got very loving parents, and I could tell this is hard on them. And like I said, our thoughts and our prayers are with the family. We really want the best. We want Kylie to be found. DG's asking you, I think she's in the water in the car, drove into water. Have they checked the water? I'm sure they probably have, but is there anything you can tell us about, have they sent dive teams in, do you know, or anything like that? Or
so there have been dive teams sent in, and I can pretty much only say that they've done thorough searches through the waters, through the lakes surrounding. They are searching the waters. They are searching the campgrounds and everywhere, related lakes that are near, because Boca and Stampede are two reservoirs that are near there as well. And they are doing searches through there every single day. They have been for the past 3 days. They have done extensive searches to points that you wouldn't even believe the FBI and those people they are going.
I'm impressed with what I've seen. I've seen some of the photos of the search and rescue crews out there, the volunteers, and I'd seen they got a heavy presence. They're working it. They're definitely working it.
And we're so thankful to them.
Oh yeah. They're definitely working hard to try to find her, and we watch the flight patterns. They got a helicopter. I don't know. Can you comment on the helicopter? Is there a reason they're flying in that area? I don't know. What's going on? Go ahead.
Yeah, so they're flying helicopters around those areas because if they're shining spotlights down to see if there's any reflection, to find her car, to see if they see anybody. We're taught here in Truckee that during the winter, in case there's an avalanche or you're trapped out in the winter, that you can shine a reflective light, like using your phone screen and shining it towards the sun to say an SOS, or to let helicopters and airplanes know that you are out there, and to signal somebody from the ground if you're able to. That's something we're taught from a very young age in our school system.
I'll be very interesting. That's very good.
Yeah.
I never knew that. That's very interesting. You taught me something. I live in the desert. We don't worry about snow.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, I know where you're at. I've been there a bunch of times, and I know they get a ton of snow up there. It's just crazy. Yeah. But no, that makes perfect sense. But so they're flying around looking. So the car's nowhere in the area. She's got to be out there somewhere. Can you share your honest thoughts or opinion as to what you think may have happened to her? Do you care to share that?
To be fully honest, my biggest concern is that somebody, and I've said this in other interviews, somebody knew she was drunk, offered to give her a ride home, and they didn't give her a ride home. And they could be across the world at this point with how long she's been gone. And I'm worried that I have a feeling, and obviously, I don't know, I have a feeling that she is still alive and she's still out there and she's still fighting, but that there's somebody else involved, and that's not confirmed. That's just what I believe. I think there has to be somebody else involved in this. But
it's just so sad. Rhonda's wanting to ask you, did she wear an Apple Watch? Do you know? Did she wear an Apple Watch?
No, I don't believe so. I don't remember ever seeing her wear one. It's not something I pay really close attention to, and we're not the type to be like, oh, look at what I have on my wrist. I'm so rich, so.
Yeah, I know you girls are amazing. You seem like wonderful people, and I'm so sorry that you're going through this. Romans 125:26 wants to know: was there any cameras at the campground going into the campground? Is there any cameras there?
No, there's no cameras out there. The closest cameras would be the traffic cameras that start on I-80 near the rec center. It's hard to describe exactly where, but I think it's on Truckee Way. But it's 89 is very covered in cameras. There's not a lot of cameras out there.
Shani Jones wants to ask you, on your last call, did she let you know who the quote unquote friend was that was driving her home?
Yeah, so this is a common misconception. She was not being driven home and she was not driving. So, okay. At the end of the party when I saw her, she was supposed to give me a ride home because I had asked her to give me a ride home because I wanted to stay later. I then realized later in the party that I believe she was drunk, and I knew she was drunk, and so I did not want her to be driving me home because I know about drunk drivers and all that. And so
Smart.
and I figured she would be staying there or she would find a ride home because she's a smart girl. She's smart enough to know, she's smart. And so then I found her as I was leaving the party. I was making sure to find her to tell her that I had another ride home and that I loved her and I wanted to say bye and for her to have fun at the party. And then when I left the party, we were pretty much on 89 with my ride. And she called me as I was in the car in the passenger seat, and she was like, hey, where are you? And she called me as I was in the car in the passenger seat, and she was like, hey, where are you? Do you still need a ride home? And I was like, no, I'm okay. Like, I'm in the car right now. I'm getting driven home now. In the car right now. I'm getting driven home now. In the car right now. I'm getting driven home now. But Kylie did not have a set ride home. And I was under the impression that she would either sleep there or find another ride home. And it was not known that anybody was going to give her a ride home. When she called me, she was not in a car. I could hear the party and many people talking in the background.
Oh, wow. If there's anything you could say to Sami right now, what would you say to her?
It's Kylie, just by the way, but if Kylie's out there watching
this. I'm sorry, Kylie, I meant, I apologize.
Don't worry.
My mind's going 1,000 miles an hour. It's just, this is very emotional, but no, I'm sorry, Kylie.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's totally fine. If Kylie were out here watching this, I would just want to know, we are doing everything to try and find her. We are making this go worldwide. We will find her. We will find what is happening, and we just want her home. We don't want to get anybody in trouble. We just want her home. We love her, and we would do anything to see her again. I just want to drink a boba with her again and laugh and tell the story. And when I see her, I'm going to absolutely tackle her to the ground, but I'm going to give her the most love that she's ever felt. And I hope she knows she's loved. This whole community is looking for her. The whole world at this point is looking for Kylie. Kylie, if you're out there and you can hear this, please fight. Keep fighting. Don't give up. We are coming. We are working. We will not stop working. I will stay up day and night. I have her completely. We want you home. We just want you home. And yeah.
Very, very good. Sami, I'm so sorry that you're going through this. I'm so sorry the family's going through this. I greatly appreciate your time. You're a beautiful person. You're a beautiful friend. I know you got a bright future ahead of you. Stay strong. Keep doing what you're doing. I mean, you're getting it out there, and I'm just so impressed with you. I'm sure your parents are very proud, and they raised you right. So.
Thank you so much.
Sami, okay. All right. You take care. And thank you once again for allowing us to have you.
Of course. Thank you for helping cover this.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.
We're going to have to switch modes and kind of focus on the investigative end.
This just got sent to me. I cannot name who did, but it says the Truckee Facebook missing persons groups are on fire with speculation about what happened to Kylie. thing is that some of it may not be speculation. It may be real clues as to what happened. The party, 200 plus, fact is there was a lot of drinking and drugging. Reported fights, some disturbing behavior between Kylie and a girl named minutes before the party suddenly breaking up. And then cars started flying out of the parking lot. Something bad happened and all the kids' parents told them not to get involved. You may want to keep in mind that there's a possibility of what happened to Kylie could be more sinister, and there was a panic. I knew. You know, I feel the same way. A kid goes missing after attending a party of 200 to 300 people. There's always, most likely, something that happened at that party. Someone knows something. Someone possibly did something. It's an accurate and fair assessment to make. Not only one person knows, but multiple people know.
Damn it. Tanner!
you.